This premiere is supported by Voice Casuals, Cyber Freak, Host Gold,
My name is Akob.
So it's Tenyi Mobia again, and the Veiled movie just ended. Like I told you, we were going to have high-profile executives, cast, celebrities passing through, and not forgetting lovely audience. And so the movie is over, and we're going to be asking them what they think about the movie, the lessons that they learned from it. I personally, I was there. I was moved by the trailer, and watching the movie, it was worth it because it has a lot of life experiences and life lessons in it. Tonight will be an extraordinary night you will live to remember. This movie is worth it, and you should get a ticket for a cool 20 Ghana cedis. You are going to be seeing high profile celebrities, cast, people who made this movie a reality. So if you're here with your family, just get close and get a ticket. And at the moment, I have with me the editor for the movie, the one who made the movie a success. All the visuals you've been seeing, she's just an amazing woman. She's versatile. She's into freelance designing, animation. You should watch The Black Barbie. It's just amazing. She's Mrs. Comfort Arthur, right? Good evening.
Hi.
Okay, so nice to have you tonight. So tell us about The Veiled, how you joined the team and how it has been so far for you.
It was interesting because I didn't know Andy from anywhere, and he got in touch with me via Facebook and said that he wanted me to help him with this project. And one thing I like is when I see a young youth, or I'll say youth, trying to do something with their life, you can't say no. And so I said, okay, I'll help you. And so we worked on this project. Every film, there's always going to be problems. But one thing I really saw that was very important was the fact that this film is about sexual abuse in men. We only get to hear about women, we don't hear about men. And this is a very important film because one thing about filmmaking is when you do a film that will get people talking and get people wanting to discuss more about this issue. So Veiled is about sexual abuse in boys, and Andy has done a remarkable job in delivering an amazing film that tackles this issue, a delicate issue.
Okay, thank you very much. And has there been any challenges whilst you were working on the Veiled movie?
Yes, I mean with films, there's always challenges with light, with sound, and as an editor, your job is to try and fix those problems so that you can have a smooth watch with the film. Yeah.
What is the overall expectation for the Veiled, and what's the future for the production house?
I think that it's this Andy's first film, so I think he's done a brilliant job of trying to convey a very difficult issue into a short film. And I think everyone should come and watch this to be educated, to see that yes, boys are getting abused in Africa. And for the future of his production, I'm sure it's going to be bigger and bigger, because I mean, you learn from your first film. So I'm always ready to believe in encouraging young filmmakers to keep pushing and pushing.
Okay, so finally, before you go, I've seen that you're into animation. We just want to know if you're working on a certain project and what we should be expecting from you.
At the moment, I'm doing more illustration stuff, so on my Naughty Knee projects. Hopefully, end of this year, let's hope I might have another film out. I don't know yet, but we'll see what happens. Yeah.
Thank you very much. And so we just heard from Mrs. Comfort Arthur. So I have with me a lady here. Please, can you come close? Okay, so kindly mention your name.
I'm Inshura.
Okay, so how did you hear about the Veiled movie?
Okay, I think I've known Andy for some time back in school, and he told me of a movie he was trying to put up, and I watched the trailer, and I decided that okay, during the vaccines he's shooting the movie now, I'll come and watch it. And actually coming here wasn't easy, but I got here safe, and the movie was good. Even though I came in late, it was still good.
So what are your
Enjoyed it.
what are your general comments about the movie? What do you think about the movie? Are there some lessons that you've learned from the movie?
Yes, I've really learned a lot. I think that the children of today and we younger people in the society, the teens and everybody, we have to speak up. We have to be confident in ourselves and have trust in our parents that whatever we tell them, they are willing to accept things that is not our fault. And we shouldn't just think that everything boils down to we going to people and making them abuse us or harass us in any way. We should just go to an older adult. Maybe if you don't really trust your parents, just go to someone you can trust and put your confidence and know that God is there for you even if you've ever been abused.
Thank you very much. It has to deal with the fact that you have to speak up and tell whatever problems that you are dealing with. And we are going to be talking to more of our audience. They loved the movie. I am very certain because I personally loved the movie. There are lessons to be learned from the movie. Thank you very much. Please, your name.
Okay, I'm Nana Folsom. And I must say, quite impressed with the acting. Very well done. And the theme as well is a theme that not many people have raised. So he's brought it up to talk about it. I think it's good. It will help people to probably come out and talk about what their experiences are and see where we can go from there.
Thank you very much. And has there been any life lessons in it? And what do you have to say to the youth? Because it looked like the boy has been in torture from his childhood, and then it was affecting him even as he grew up. So, what is your take about that? Is there any advice that you have to the youth concerning situations like this and how they would have to handle them?
Well, the youth should be able to speak up. Hiding an issue does not necessarily bring resolution to it. It's very likely that it's going to grow in you, and at the end of the day, if you're not careful, develop into other things. And we can see from the movie that what he's trying to portray is there were other things that came up. He was HIV positive or something. I don't know whether that was a dream, but it looks like it's something that really was happening in his life. But to hide or to keep things that are hurting you within, not very good. One day it can explode in other areas, which will not be good. But the good thing is, as was rightly said, parents should engage their children, and if you are able to engage your children and allow them to speak, it's very likely that what is inside of your children will come out. So that's a challenge.
Finally, before you go, I'd like to find out if you would recommend this movie to other people, and if you get a chance to watch it, would you love to watch it again?
Oh yeah, I'd like to watch it again because there are a lot of themes in there that I'm going to be thinking about. Yeah, so it sets your mind thinking. Maybe when I watch it a second time, it may help me to delve deeper and get a better understanding. So yes, I will recommend it to other people.
Thank you very much for passing through.
When you know the wrong from the right and you choose to do the right thing, it gives God pleasure.
They say sorrow may last for the night, but joy comes in the morning.
And I have another gentleman here, some fine man. He's an actor. I'll let him introduce himself. Please, I am thinking of maybe at you.
Hi, my name is Geoffrey Naughty.
Okay, so what brought you here tonight? How did you hear about the movie?
Okay, so basically, Andy is a friend and a brother. I've worked with him in one movie some years back. So we just kept in touch, and this time around I realized that he did his own thing. I was like, bro, you know what, you need to pass through. So I decided to pass through, and Charlie, I've not regretted at all. It's an amazing movie.
Okay, before you were coming here, I'm sure you had an expectation. I would like to know if your expectations were met.
Yes. I wanted to see something different, and voila, like I saw something different. The suspense and all that, the picture, the sound, storyline, everything was on point.
Okay, so do you have something for the viewers? Any advice, anything?
Advice? I mean, if by His grace Andy has done it, we can all do it. So let's go out there. So many times we expecting people to build platforms for us, you understand that, Charlie? Even those who want to build the platforms also want to mount on them. So let's go out there, build our own platforms, and let's show the world what we have. That's all.
The comments are just positive, and everyone who watched the movie loved the movie, because there are things that sometimes children can't even talk about, and when they grow it affects them, but this movie unveils it all. And I told you that our viewers were just lovely and they are friendly, and I have another gentleman here who is willing to share his views about the movie. Hello, good evening. I'm thinking you are.
I'm Rexford.
Rexford, thanks for coming here. And please tell us about your review. Just give us a review about the movie. What do you think at the end of the movie?
Okay, personally, I think it's a nice movie, and by the research he did, looking at what they showed, like talking about the male's sexuality, rape and things. But I didn't know such things were happening until I came to watch the movie. So I would say it's a nice movie, and you should keep it up. More of it should come, and it should go wide so that people will be educated about things which are happening to males, which is unsaid. Yes.
So if you had a chance to recommend this movie, will you recommend? Please forget about the camera and be honest with yourself. Would you recommend this movie to someone else? And would you love to watch this movie again?
Yes. Like I'm saying, I'm also a male. I've been young before, but I didn't face these things. So I'm shocked as to what is happening to these younger people, and they can't voice it out. So I think I will recommend it to people.
Thank you very much for passing through. So this movie will be recommended to a lot of people, and it's great to have good reviews from our viewers. I am so happy that I came here personally to come and watch the movie. Okay, so if you were in the auditorium, I'm sure you heard Asay like 1,010 times, and I have Asay here, but she will reveal her actual name. Please, Asay, we need you here. Okay, so good evening. Can you mention your actual name? We know you as Asay.
Okay, my name is Eva Etiemo.
Okay, Miss Eva, please tell us about your journey acting the Veiled movie. How has it been for you?
Okay, it was actually my first time, and I was very shy. I didn't know I could do this, but I just tried my best, and it worked.
Do you have passion for acting, or you just came on board, or you just felt like you could just act?
Okay, when I was little, I really wanted to do this, but at a point in time, because of education and some other stuff, I wanted to just focus about everything. But I was just told by a lady in my church that her brother was into a production, and I felt I could do something, so let me just give it a try. So after I joined, and he was like, that's Echo. He was like, he likes the way I was doing it, so I should just come on board and rehearse more, so I could just be part of the movie.
Please, I have something to tell you. It's about Auntie.
What are you thinking? If I'm more responsible as a father, my life would have been better.
And again, I have the production manager here. He's going to introduce himself. Good evening, I'm Tengia Bobia. You are?
I'm Richard Siang.
Okay, Mr. Richard Siang. Oh, okay. Sounds like there's some similarity with his...
He's my brother.
Oh, there you go. I didn't want to be the one saying that, so he just said he's his brother. So it's a family affair, huh?
Yes.
Okay, so tell us what you did and how you did that concerning the Veiled movie.
Okay. Actually, I'm a blogger, right? RichardSiang.com, and I've been blogging about the onset of Africa for quite some time. So then when my brother came up with this subject, I was more interested about the subject, but I was more interested about it as a movie. So I was so excited about it because of the subject that we are talking about, which is male sexual abuse, which I think that it's part of the onset of Africa. So as a blogger, this is what I do. So when he spoke about this, I was excited about the subject. So I helped him in every way that I could. So I came on board as the production manager on this project, and I think it was an awesome experience. Yes.
What is the future for this movie, and what impact do you think is going to create? Let's just give it a long-term impact. What do you think?
I think that this movie is going to speak massively to people, because even after this premiere, a lot of people were like, I never really thought that this happens. And after this movie, we are going to show it across the world, and a lot of people are going to see this movie, and it's going to make a big, massive impact in lives. So this is just the beginning of the movie. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Anything for your audience?
They should watch out for more from Andy Siao and his production, Ways Root Production. And I think they should also watch out for more from me and my blog as well.
Super interesting. So I have here another gentleman. He's a father, he's a mentor, he's been acting. I don't remember. I think I grew up watching him, and one series he's been acting that I've been watching is Living with Trisha, and he has featured in Adam's Apple, a lot of movies. He's a very disciplined man, he's business minded, and I'm so honored to be interviewing him this evening. And he's also the son of the ex-president, President Kufuor. I'm so happy to have him tonight. I'm talking about none other person than Mr. Edward Agyekum Kufuor. Hello, good evening, sir. I'm thinking of Mobia.
Edward Agyekum Kufuor.
I'm so honored. I'm so happy to see you, and it's so glad to see that you featured on the movie. How has it been for you? What caught your attention concerning the movie? What brought you on board?
Well, it was what he was addressing. The main issue in the movie that it was addressing, that it's something that is ongoing in our society, but nobody wants to deal with. So I wanted to lend my voice to it, to bring some attention to it. Very good story, by the way, and I thought it needed the right support. So,
how has the journey been working with Andy Siao? How has the journey been? How did you two get acquainted? What was the connection?
I think someone recommended me to Andy, and then he came to me. He came to my house. He called me up and said he wanted to see me. So I told him to come, and he wanted to discuss a project with me. So when he came and we sat and we talked, I realized how much passion he had. I realized he was really passionate about it. But after discussing with him, and I realized what he was trying to address, I decided it was worth it. Even if there was no pay, it was still a good project. Yes.
What do you have to say concerning the central theme of this movie?
I think, like I said earlier, it's something that is actually happening. It's happening in our society. Because we are clan-oriented and we have the extended family system, we tend to have interdependencies, between us. You go to your auntie, you go to your uncle. If the parents are having a hard time, they can hand you off to someone they think they trust. But we find that most of the time when people are abused, the abuse is being caused by someone close to, someone they know, because they have access to them. So the abuse happens, and then when you want to speak out, especially in the movie, it was a young boy. When you speak out as a child, our culture is also limiting sometimes. When you speak out as a child, nobody wants to take you serious, nobody wants to believe you. But here in the movie, the central theme we were just discussing deals with exactly that. This child is being abused by a relative close to his dad. And the dad is not as lax about dealing with it, but at the same time he's limited because of family ties. So are you going to let your child get abused because it's a close family member, or are you going to be the parent that you're supposed to be and save your child, deliver your child? So I thought it was intense, a lot of emotion involved, but it was worth it.
You are a self-disciplined man and a businessman as well, and an actor. How do you do that?
And a pastor as well.
Right, and a pastor. Oh, God, please forgive me. And a pastor as well. How do you do that?
Well, again, it goes back to passion. I've always had the passion to do movies since my childhood. Actually, the first movie I did in Ghana was in 1986 with NAFTI. And then I left the country for a long time, so nobody seems to remember. But a joint venture was my first movie with NAFTI. And then I lived away for about 20 years and I came back. But I've been blessed. I've had the opportunity to come back and follow my first love, if you will, my passion. Most of the people I know don't get to do that. So that was always how I expressed myself. I'm a lover of the arts, dancing, cultural dancing, acting, theater, movies. And then there's the other side of me, the business side. I went to school for that. So I do business, but I'm a pastor, that's a calling. God gave me a certain heart, and He's given me a certain sensitivity towards humanity. And same characteristics, same gifts and talents He's given me, He's using in the ministry as well. So,
before you go with your acting career, is there anything in the pipeline, any project, anything we should be looking out for this year?
Good things. I'm actually in the middle of doing something with Shirley from Palmason. There are other projects on the line that are coming out. So just keep watching.
Thank you very much. It's such an honor to have you. Hello, good evening. I'm Hannah. You are?
I'm Amufa.
Amufa. So would you recommend this movie to other people?
Of course. I recommend it to a lot of people. And then I think he's an upcoming movie director because he actually directed. This is his first movie he actually directed. So people should look up to him, and then people should also try to invest in him. Yeah.
Do you have any general comments concerning the main theme of the movie, the male sexual abuse? Do you have any general comments about the male sexual abuse? Yeah.
Okay. I don't really see that a lot in our society, but I know it happens. Yeah, it happens in certain areas. So I think maybe the law. I think the laws in Ghana actually favors women a lot. So there should be some kind of laws that will actually favor guys too when it comes to sexual abuse. Yeah.
Thank you very much for passing through. So people's expectations have been met in the house concerning the Veiled movie. I'm still thinking of Mobia, and we are going to be interviewing the main man, Andy Siao, very soon. Don't go anywhere. So like I spoke about having lovely audience passing through, I have this lady here. She came prepared, like from head to toe. Just check her out. She's so pretty. And I want to find out if her dressing and the movie was worth it. Hello, please, your name?
I'm AJ.
Okay, AJ. What do you think about the movie so far?
What I think about the movie, it's amazing because I have a similar situation at home that a neighbor's child has been molested by a close friend, and the child couldn't speak up. And due to that, it has really damaged the boy's image. So he can't even speak, and he has been very timid because he's scared to, speak about that because they feel that either he's rather making up because they think it's impossible for such a thing to happen. Mainly someone close to the family to do that. So I think this movie is a very good thing to show up to the public for them to know that what is really being shown is really happening in real life.
I'm sure we'll be taking a lot of selfies before we leave. So this is a lovely lady called AJ, a fashionista, is still the Veiled at the Global Cinema. Okay, so like I said, we are going to interview the main man himself, Andy Siao. That's him over there.
It's only a battle to the wind. I am a dead man with a forged smile.
Keeping my pain from being reviewed is to be.
Veiled.
Okay, I personally know Andy, but I don't want to say personal things here, so I'm going to let him say and do all the talking. Andy, I'm so glad you are here. You look dapper. It's just amazing.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so tell us about The Veiled. What was the brain behind The Veiled? How did you come up with The Veiled?
Okay, a lot of people are asking if Veiled is actually my true life story, but then the truth of the matter is I watched an interview on Oprah Winfrey Show about a 44-year-old man who was sexually abused by his mother. And that I felt was the inspiration for this film, because after watching that interview, I realized that this issue is actually something that is in the society. After doing a few research, I got to know that it happens in Nigeria, it happens in all parts of the world. And I got to know that this is an issue that people don't often talk about. So I felt the movie could be the mouthpiece for all these men that don't talk about this issue. So that's basically it.
So you were the director and then you were an actor. How has it been for you playing your role and being yourself on set?
The truth of the matter is being the director and the actor together is a very difficult role, because sometimes you are acting with someone and you realize that the person might not be doing what you expect the person to do, and you in your mind you want to direct and you want to act at the same time. So there's sort of this confusion between, so it gets quite dicey, but then we're able to pull through to get it. So that's it.
So tell us some of the challenges you faced in making this movie a reality.
Okay, so for the challenges, we would say that let's say time restraint, okay, because we had to rent equipment for this film, and then we had a deadline to meet, but then the deadline was coming closer, and then we were not done with the film, so we had to rush things. But I believe that all challenges are sort of things that will build you up. So I don't take it as a challenge. I take it as something that would sort of push the brand. Okay, so that's it.
So when you're on set and then you have like 5-minute break, what do you do? Because you're an actor and you're a director, do you go around directing and then you come back, pick your script? What do you do?
Okay, so I'll say that personally for this film, I didn't really have time to sink into the acting mode. Okay, I'll sort of I'll just relay everything that I'm supposed to do for the scene to the actors. So I tell them I direct everything, and when I say action, I act as well. So it was sort of, it was good. It was good. It saved time. It saved a lot of energy, and it saved resources too, because going to hire another director and all that. But I believe the next project there, I would really have to get another director, so that I'll sort of play the acting and then the executive producer role for the film. Yes,
So tonight, can you say your expectations were met?
Yeah, I would say that the impact that I feel that this movie should make, this is sort of the beginning for it. So, as long as it has been outdoor today, I believe that it will be taken to certain platforms. We are hoping to go on an educative tour for the film. So this is sort of an initiation to the educative tour. So after this premiere, we'll go on an educative tour into all the SHS schools in Ghana, like most of them, and then sort of educate them on male sexual abuse. And we hope to partner with DOFSU and all these rights agencies to sort of support us in it. So that's basically it.
Were you the best person to have played your role, or you're thinking any other celebrity could have taken the role?
The truth about the matter is, per time restraint and everything, and per scripting. Okay, sometimes when you're writing the script, you have the character in your head already, so you sort of write the script to suit the character. So in my mind, I knew I was going to play the role, so I sort of wrote it to suit me. Do you get it? So that was it. So in per the scripting, I was the best person to play the role.
Okay, finally, before you go, who do you look up to as an actor, as a director?
Okay, so as an actor, personally, I'm more of an actor than a director. Okay, so as an actor, I look up to Aamir Khan. He's an Indian actor. Okay, but then he's a very good actor, and I feel like he's able to draw a lot of emotion in his film. So he's one person I really look up to. So that's that.
Any general comment what you have for your viewers?
Okay, I would like to say that Veiled has come to stay, and then Veiled is here to make impacts in society, and then I would like everyone to support this vision, and I hope that it makes a difference in society. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. So you just heard from Andy. He said Veiled has come to stay. We are going to go on the tour, and I hope that it makes an impact on the youth and the parents as well. My name has been Tingyep Mobia, and your host for The Veiled at the Global Cinemas. Good night.
My name is Jacob.
When you know the wrong from the right and you choose to do the right thing, it gives God pleasure.
They say sorrow may last for the night, but joy comes in the morning.
Please, I have something to tell you. It's about Auntie.
What are you thinking? If I'm more responsible as a father, my life would have been better.
It's only a battle to the wind. I am a dead man with a forged smile.
Keeping my pain from being reviewed is to be. Veiled.